Sir, we are live now, sir.
Right, sir.
And I'm transferring the slides also.
Sure, sir.
Sir, you can straight away start at your convenience.
Pardon, sir?
You can straight away start at your convenience, sir. That's
Sure,
what
sir. Sure, sir. Done. Thank you. All right, friends. So good morning. Okay, friends. So good morning, all. Happy New Year. Yes. So friends, three things should happen. The one, you must be able to see me, two, hear my voice, and three, look at the slide. If all three are happening, type three in the chat box, please. Good. All right. So friends, it's time to learn the next chapter, powerful PowerPoint. All right, friends. So good morning once again. So let's do a quick recap what we're doing in the last sessions. We'll continue from there. Friends, we're learning the topping on the ice, right? So we finished the king phase and the ice phase, introduction, core, and ending. So we now know how to create a content that is worth watching. We also learned how to practice and evaluate it. So we know what to do when we go on the stage with the king phase. We know how to do an introduction to grab the attention of the audience. And then we learned how to hold the enthusiasm of audience during the core content with the number game and the three-pot system. And we also learned how to close our sessions with the fantastic climax with CLOSC techniques. And we also learned once we make this whole speech, how to practice and evaluate. So that part is done. The king and the ice is done. Now we're learning topping on the ice. I told you 7 essential elements which will help us to make our speech go to the next level. T stands for technical aspects, which we covered. O stands for overcoming stage fear, which we did in the previous weeks. Now it's time for learning how to make a powerful PowerPoint. Friends, I think I gave all of you a homework. I asked you to make your own PPTs. I hope you did your homework. If you did, type yes, please. If you're ready with your PowerPoint, type yes. Okay. Who else? Friends, if you're ready with your PowerPoint, please type yes. Okay. Duriga, you're ready with your PowerPoint, ma'am. So what you'll do is I will give you the screen sharing option. You can share your PowerPoint slides. Yes, you have the right now to share screen. So kindly share your screen and show your PowerPoint, please. Yeah, you can switch on your video. Okay, Tanvi, you have not prepared the PPT, but you want to deliver the speech. Yes, you can do it today. Okay, Nandishwaran, you don't know how to create PPT. We'll learn in detail. Okay, right. So Duriga, you can please switch on your video and you can share your PPT, please. Okay, you can take it to slideshow mode, please. Yes. Okay, 1 second. See, are you playing some music? Can you unmute and speak, please? And can you switch on your video, please? Duriga? Hello, hello. Yes, can you please speak? Okay, anyways, show your slides, please. Okay, see, if you want us to hear the music, you have to go to more options and click on share computer sound. My dear friend, can you kindly start speaking to me? Hello. Okay, fine. No worries. Okay, just show me the slides. Go to the next slide, please. Please go to the next slide and show me all the slides. Are you there? Okay, so what is self-confident? Trusting yourself with full of inner strength. I can do it. Self-confidence. Okay, good. Next slide. Types of self-confident. Okay. Less self-confident. Optimal self-confident. Overconfident. Okay. Right. Next slide, please. Less self-confident. Fearing failure. Avoid taking risk. Okay. All right. Okay. Next slide. Optimal self-confident. Doing what you believe right if others criticize you. Okay. All right. Next slide. Okay. Overconfident. It is the quality of being too confident. Okay. Confidence says, I do mistakes, but I try to do not repeat them. I'm too perfect to make any mistakes. That's what all confident people say. Confident people, I can do it because I'm well prepared. Or confident, I can do it easily and I don't need to prepare. Okay, nice. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, what matters? Okay, develop self-confident. What matters most is how you see yourself. Think that you are a hero. Nice. Look at the mirror and smile yourself. Okay. Next. Trust yourself. Impossible to I am possible. Okay, good. Next. Tips. Tension is the first step to get defeat. Okay. Confidence is a second step to success. Okay. Hence, relax all your stresses and be confident. Okay. The ultimate measure of a man does not mean where he stands at the time of comforts and convenience, but where he stands in the moment of challenge and controversy. Good. Confidence is a habit that can be developed by acting as if you already had the confidence you desire to have. Brain Tracy said that. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Nice. Okay, can you clap for her, please? Okay, hi, Durga. Okay, can you unmute and speak? Okay. I can't hear you. Friends, can you hear her?
I'm audible now, sir?
Yeah, now you're audible, yes. Okay, good. Friends, so everybody, one positive about her PPT, please. Okay, good content. Content is really good. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so right now I will not talk about things to improve in your PPT, okay? Because I haven't taught you anything about PPT yet. So today we'll dive deeper into how to make a powerful PowerPoint. Then, you'll understand what went well and what can be improved upon, okay?
Okay, sir.
So basically that's a good attempt and I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, nice. So friends, anybody else, do you have PPT to show? Just type me in the chat box. Okay, Arun Kumar, sir, you have PPT to show. Yes. So, sir, I'll give you the right to share your screen. Okay, thank you, Durga. You can switch off your video.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay, Arun, sir. Okay, sir, you have the right now to share your screen. You can start your video, sir. Sir, you can make it slideshow mode.
Yeah.
Sir, you can talk.
Okay. So the topic is how to improve memory. Should I only show or
Yes,
speak?
yes, yeah. You just show, sir, and just read what's on the slide. That's it.
Okay. So would you mind about your mental fitness? Because 1 in 10 out of us listening have a chance of fits or seizure if we don't keep our brain healthy. So
Good.
there is a risk if we don't keep our mind healthy.
Right.
So some amazing facts on brain. Our brain has a storage capacity of 2,500 terabytes. So I think everyone will be amazed what is the capacity of our brain. Because you can see even a new age laptop with 2 terabyte will be struggling with a processor of 10th generation i7, etc. So think how powerful processor our brain should have.
Right.
And some more facts. So the dictionary meaning of memory is the ability to hold something in your mind. And so memory has got 2 layers. Like in a computer, you have a cache memory, which is a short term and a long term. We also have a temporary and a permanent memory. And the information transfer in our brain happens at 260 miles per hour, which is an amazing speed. And hippocampus helps us to move short-term memory as a long-term memory through repetition or by remembering through mnemonics. So that is why they say, if you want to be a successful person, you want to be an expert, keep repeating it. Action repeated will go involuntary into your system.
Good.
And some global research data. This is as per ResearchGate, which is a global research body. We can hold 7 items on short-term memory for about 20 to 30 seconds. And during our lifetime, human remembers up to a quadrillion piece of information, so which is an amazing big size. And study conducted in 2001, they say left-handed people have better memory since their corpus callosum is larger than right-handed people. So that is why you would see left-handed people, they'll be more creative compared to right-handed people. So if someone in your house is left-handed, don't change them into a right-handed person. Next is people intoxicated forget things because alcohol prevents transferring of information to the long-term memory. So that is why people drunk, they don't remember anything what they said the day before or yesterday. And next is beta blocker drugs. They can erase bad memories. And also from personal side, you would remember the movie Ghazal, wherein the hero would be suffering with dementia. So he used to keep a note in his room of all his targets along with their photos. So you would remember that movie, which came in various languages also.
Right.
And some interesting quotes on memory. Memory is the treasure house of mind, wherein monuments thereof are kept and preserved. And more often you share what you learned, the stronger the memory you'll become in your memory. Pleasure is the flower that passes remembrance, the lasting perfume. There are 3 golden techniques to improve your memory. So focus, attention. So you have to structure and organize to have a long-term memory. So that is why you need to remember an acronym 3R, habit of recording, recollecting, and repeating. And next is we can use mnemonics to remember important things that we need to. Example, in school days, you would have been told about Vibgyor to remember the color of a rainbow. No? V represents violet, I indigo, B blue, G is green, Y is yellow, and O is orange, and R is red. And lastly, visualize and elaborate and rehearse. What you read, if you remember them by visualizing by way of a photo, a charts, of graphs, you can remember them permanently. And next, I'm giving you also an example of the power of visualizing. So are you ready for the challenge to improve your memory using the above techniques and work smarter like a computer, which stores data short-term, cache, and long-term memory, which is used by to organize the data into a lot of folders. And we also give names so that we can search for it in the directory in the future. So a small math trick to display how you can visualize. So you would remember the days when you would mug up what is 15 square, 25 square, 35 square, etc. Right? So there is actually a trick to remember this. So assume 0, 0, 5 as 1, and keep on adding 1 as a factor to every time it is stepped up by 10. So 15 square. So you can remember it is 1 into 2, and 5 square is 25. So it is 225. And similarly, 9 square, you can remember 9 into 10, and 5 square is 25. So this is how we have to develop a technique to remember the numbers and text that we read. And lastly, let's summarize what are the 3 steps. So focus, structure, and organize, and use mnemonics, create acronyms of key points that we read. And lastly, visualize, develop reading into pictures for remembering them for a long time. So memory, simply we can say, is equal to memo plus re, which is repeat. And lastly, as few memory icons, one is Vishwanathan Anand, who was a grand chess grandmaster, and other is Shakuntala Devi. She was an old-time mathematician. She had her works in Guinness Book of Records because she used to compute a 13-digit number multiplication within 28 seconds. So this is all, friends, from my side. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, sir, you can stop the screen sharing. Yeah. Okay, friends, so everybody clap for him. Very good job. Right, friends, one positive you found about it. The content is awesome. Okay. Super slideshow with summary, right? Great content. Research is wow. Okay, nice. Good, good, good. So good job, sir. Nice PPT. A few areas of improvement we'll talk about after this session gets over. You'll come to know about it.
Sure.
Okay. Overall, it's a good show, sir. Very nice. I'm truly impressed.
Thank you.
And I'm also happy that we can see you clearly. We can hear you clearly today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, nice,
Thanks.
nice. Good. Okay. Yes. Anybody else who's got a PPT to show? Type me in the chat box, please. Anybody else who wants to show the PPT, type me, please. Okay, Parimal. Okay. Okay, Parimal, you can start your video. Okay, Parimal, you have right now to share your screen. Please do it. You can share your screen, my friend. Okay, make it slideshow mode. Yes, you can talk. Parimal, we can't hear you. Okay, just play the slide. I'll read it for you. Okay, how to build confidence. Meaning of confidence is belief in one's abilities. Success is equal to immediate actions. Help us to try again. Good. Next slide, please. Parimal, we can't hear you. Friends, can you hear him? Just type yes in the chat box, please. No, right? Okay. You just have to check your audio once, Parimal. Okay. Anyways, go to the next slide. I'll just read it for you. I'm looking at the slide. Basically, the slides is what we want to look at. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. How to build confidence. Number 1, say what you mean and mean what you say. Number 2, focus on what you can and not what you cannot. Okay. Hey, you want to say something? That's okay. Okay, we're not actually looking at your presentation now. I mean, the way you talk, we're just looking at the PPT. That's it. Okay, so don't worry. Next slide, please. Okay, how to build confidence? Stay away from the negative people. He's got some story of frog to be discussed there, and I think the story of the frog goes like the frog is a deaf frog, something like that. Okay, anyway, so the hard work gives you confidence. Okay, there's a story you want to discuss there. Good. Next slide, please. That's it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, clap for him. Okay, we're just looking at your PowerPoint right now, Parimal. We're not looking at your delivery, so don't worry. Okay. So friends, one positive about his PPT you found. One positive, please. It's brief and specific. It's short and good. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, right now, Parimal, we're not discussing the areas of improvement in your PPT because I haven't taught PPT to you people yet. So don't worry, but this is good. Now, what to improve, you'll come to know once we finish powerful PowerPoint lessons, right? Good. So, okay, friends, anybody else who wants to show the PPT? One last person. Radha. Okay, Radha, you can switch on your video.
I'm sharing my PPT. Just a second, sir. So only the host can share in this meeting.
One second. Yeah. Yeah, now you can do it, Radha. Okay, by the way, yesterday Radha presented her paper on team building. That was great. Thank you, Arjit, for the feedback. Radha, how did that go?
Okay, thanks for this question. I would like to share my experience. All was going well, but the technical glitches finally came, which I most feared of. So the breakdown came, but then also I somehow managed to complete it. So I would like to share a message here that my friends, whenever you are presenting, then don't worry if it gets breakdown. So your rapport shouldn't be break. You should be staying confident, and then also you should trust your preparation, and you just keep on giving your best.
Cool.
That's the only thing
Nice.
I will say.
So good. Okay. So yeah, Radha, you can share your PPT now.
Yeah.
Right.
Why it's not coming?
Do you have the share screen option now?
Just a second, sir. I have all. Is it visible now?
No, it's not.
This one? Oh no. Aha. It's not visible?
Not yet, Radha.
Just a second, sir. Give me just a second.
Sure. Take your time.
Screen. Start now. Okay.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. I have already kept open the PowerPoint, so just now.
Yes.
So there is a issue in in slideshow. So is it like, is this proper that I can show like this?
You can't show it in the slideshow mode.
No, sir. See, you can see. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fully
visible.
happy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. So shall I begin?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, friends. I'm Radha here, and today I'm going to present upon the topic how to build confidence. So, hereby we go. First thing is that you should communicate, because the communicate enhances with you the profound knowledge, which ultimately builds your confidence, because knowledge is the weapon. How much knowledgeable you are, that depicts that how much confident you are. We can clearly see that Arun sir, who presented in his recent presentation, that how much knowledgeable he is and what makes him confident to prepare such a beautiful content. So coming on to the another point is that research. First thing is that in which point you need to develop yourself. For example, you want to be a leader. So for it, it's very essential that you should do a thorough research upon the leadership qualities and what a leaders do and what kind of leader you want to be, whether to be a transformational leader or a transactional leader. That's totally upon you. Or as in case of Satish sir, who is a well-known public speaker, he always says us that how much research he has done in his 20 years of journey. So by that, we can make it a point that for your confidence, it's very essential to have a thorough research. Next thing is that to practice. It's very easy to say that you have gained so much of knowledge, you have done so much of research, but until and unless you practice, then you can't expect that it would be fruitful. Always Satish sir says that you should practice those 25 points in 5 clusters. So practicing, n number of times you should practice. Even in subconscious mind, you should get it down. So for that confidence, you should have a thorough practice. Finally, thank you so much for hearing me out. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Clap for her. Okay, good. So friends, one pause to everyone. Cute and simple message. Okay. Nicely presented. Well said. Okay. Rather, like as we go into the depth of powerful PowerPoint lessons, you will come to know a few areas of improvement, but overall, it's a very nice show. Good job.
Sir, I have a question. Shall I ask?
Please, yes.
So technical glitches are not in our hands. So if
Correct.
it happens, so how to manage it?
Okay, I just wanted to know what happened yesterday. What technical problem you faced?
So suddenly the network, the internet connection was lost in between. And then it was showing connecting, reconnecting. Till 5 minutes, it wasn't happening. My overall presentation was going very well. But suddenly this breakdown came and already the conference time was about to end. So then also the chairman had discussed, and then I got the opportunity to finish my slides.
Okay.
So, sir, this was very much difficult for me. It became a great challenge for me at that time. So, sir, how to handle it? Because I had only, see, sir, I had kept the backup of using through mobile. So I logged in through mobile and then presented it. So, sir, I don't want that anyone who is in that platform face such issues. But, sir, we can't say that. Anyone can face such internet issues. That's why I'm asking for what is the great solution for it then.
See, the point is rather when you're on the stage, okay, the technical glitches can happen like the mic may stop functioning or there may be a power cut, right? So whenever we do in big auditoriums, we generally have this generator backup, right? So technical difficulties are everywhere. Okay, so either you're doing it on the stage live, you're doing it online, we always may face such technical issues. Even in our sessions, which were happening for quite some time, there are many days, that I had to get out of the session, walk in again. Remember when we had a power cut here, it took a few minutes to come back again. So that rather is like it's an extenuating situation which we cannot avoid, right? It's completely out of our hands, not in our control. But at the max, what we can do is we can always plan a backup, right? That is what we can do. Maybe if my power goes off now, the inverter will take me 5 minutes to log in again. My cell phone will help me to log in 2 minutes again, right? So I would prefer the cell phone as a backup than the inverter, example. So technical issues rather, that's completely out of our control. So only thing we can plan is a little good backup so that we can get back to people or audience as quickly as possible. Even on stage, forget online, even on stage, there are many times there are technical glitches that happen. There may be a certain power cut and the mic stops functioning. And then the audience have to wait. We have to wait for the generator to be on. It may take a 5-minute time. Okay. At least on the stage, what we can do is, at least we can make them do an activity, or we can at least revise, recap. If the audience are small, we can shout, use a voice and make them recap or something like that. But if the audience are large, again, we have to wait rather. Only thing is, please make sure you have a good backup. That's a plan B. Always be ready with that. Yeah.
Okay. So can I suggest something? Just one
please.
thing.
Yeah, please.
If anyone here is going to present on the virtual board, if they are going to public speak on the virtual board, add a computer or see if in computer power cuts happen, so please plan up a backup for your mobile phone with great mobile data connectivity. That can help you out a lot. Yesterday that saved me actually in my presentation.
Good. Right. So everyone, please have a plan B in place. Right. Good. So friends, is anyone who made a PPT and want to show it now? Type me, please. Anyone who's got a PPT and want to show? No one else, right? Okay, good. So let's get into the lessons of powerful PowerPoint. All right. So friends, a majority of people, they unknowingly make a lot of mistakes when we make a PowerPoint, friends. You know, it's not our mistake because PowerPoint is not a part of any syllabus in our school or college. I wish it is. Okay, so when you make PowerPoint, how do we make PowerPoint? We only see the previous PowerPoints of some speakers and we think that is how it should be done. And so we do it. And in that process, unknowingly or knowingly, we make certain mistakes, friends, you know, and that creates a kind of hindrance for the audience to get connected to you. See, the whole idea of PowerPoint, understand it this way. The way you should look at PowerPoint is it is a platform. PowerPoint is a platform to express your creativity and make the audience get more connected to you. When you're delivering a message, that should be a great helpful tool. Okay, at the background, a helpful friend of yours who's trying to add value to your message. That's how it should look like. But unfortunately, many people, they do not know how to make a powerful PowerPoint, so they unknowingly disconnect their audience from them. Do you know this? There's a very important sentence I want to remember about PowerPoint. Remember this point. An excellent PowerPoint can add value to your presentation. I repeat, an excellent PowerPoint can add value to your presentation. But that doesn't mean, okay, now, friends, I want you to make a note of this sentence if you want. I repeat again, an excellent PowerPoint adds value to your presentation. Okay, and a poor PowerPoint degrades the value of your presentation. I repeat, excellent PowerPoint adds value to your presentation. Poor PowerPoint degrades the value of your presentation. Now, do you know that your PowerPoint can disconnect you from your audience if not properly used? Let me share with you the do's and don'ts of making a PowerPoint. I want you to make a note of them, friends. The first one, what not to do first. Please don't use the old versions, friends. We have come a long way now. In 2007, look at the slide. Our computers looked like that. In 2020, our computers look like this, right? Okay, now, so please make sure the first thing you got to do is you have to say goodbye to your old versions. And what to use, what to do, friends. First step, if you want to professionally present before a group of people, have PowerPoint 2019, the latest version, or Office 365. These two are the latest versions available in the market out there. So either use PowerPoint 2019 or Office 365, right? So please get the latest version of PowerPoint to start with. Because I'll tell you what, if I make a PowerPoint in Office 365, okay, so when I go and suppose if you make old PowerPoint in with the old version, what happens is a lot of features are missing compared to the latest ones. Also, there's one more trouble here. If you are using a very old version of PowerPoint, and if you place it in the latest laptop, the animations which you use there, some of them may not be available here. And vice versa, by the way. What it means is, suppose if I make a PowerPoint in Office 365, right? And remember what I said about the backup, friends, when talking about technical aspects, the backup. When you make a PowerPoint in this latest version has to be used because we want to show that a PowerPoint is more powerful. The only concern while using the latest PowerPoint, you should remember, the only concern when you use the latest version is make sure if you are using a pen drive to copy your PowerPoint and paste it in somebody's laptop and show it, that laptop must also have the latest version. If not, the PowerPoint may not open or it may function not properly. Did you understand? Type yes. So please make sure you use the latest version of PowerPoint. Also, if you're using a backup laptop, that laptop must also have the latest version of PowerPoint, friends, right? So the second thing, most important thing not to do, Remember this point, and this is a major mistake many people do in the PowerPoint. The major mistake they do is when they take a fresh slide, they over deliver into the PowerPoint slide. Okay, please avoid too much text on the slide. That's the point. Now the text should be as minimum as possible. One of the biggest mistake people do is they put a lot of stuff on a PowerPoint and they start reading it. My question is very simple, friends. If you write every sentence on the PowerPoint and if you start reading it, the question is, why do audience need you? If everything is out there on the slide, if we can read it ourselves, why do we need the speaker? Agree? So please ensure, my friend, that you avoid too much text on the slide. One of the common mistakes many people do. Look at this slide, friends. You know, if there's so much of data like that, do you think you'll be interested to read all that? And if I read the whole thing there, if I explain it to you, what is the fun of it? When I read it, you understand it, right? When you can understand yourself by reading it, why do you need me in the first place? Correct? You know, if you write a lot of text on the PowerPoint, we don't call it a PowerPoint, we'll call it a document. Please stop making documents, friends. When you make a PowerPoint, it should be powerful. It should create the impact. So please make sure you don't write so much of text on the content. Okay, so what to do then? Remember the point, the less the cluster, the more powerful your message will become. Remember that. In your presentation, if there's less clutter, the more powerful your message will become, friends. So please make sure you avoid a lot of text. Let your slides breathe. Yeah. So let's give space for your slides to breathe. Don't put too much of stuff on the PowerPoint slide. Always make sure you use minimum words so that the audience will listen to you instead of just reading what's there on the slide. Exactly. My boss used to tell one message powerful per slide. Is there a rule like that? Yes, sir. Yes, it is. One big message per slide. That is how it has to be. So the good news, friends, slides are free, right? There's no restrictions to number of slides you use. Who's asking you to use only 4 slides? Use 20 slides instead of 4. Who's stopping you, friends? It's always one big message per slide. That's the formula, sir. Thank you for reminding. Okay, friends, so what not to do? The most important point, number 3, write down. Do you know bullets kill people? Bullets kill people, right? And bullet points kill audience. Remember that. Yeah. Bullets kill people and bullet points kill audience, friends. Remember this point. Do not write so many points in one slide. Please understand this. Look at this slide. Will you be interested to read this whole thing? Look at this slide, everyone. Do you think you'll be interested to read this whole thing, friends? No, right? So again, the point is simple. See, if I, as a speaker, I put this entire thing on the slide, and if I start reading each sentence and I start explaining it to you, audience will feel we don't need the speaker. You better give it as a printout. We'll go home and read it ourselves. The audience are not there to read your PPT, friends. They're there to listen to you, right? So please make sure that you will not create so many bullet points. And even if you want to show bullet points, not so much of text in them. If you want to show bullet points, you know, let me tell you what to do then. You must use engaging images. Engaging images. Now, that's what PowerPoint is all about. The best way people understand is through visuals. Do you agree, friends? You know, our visuals are so important. That's why it's always said, one picture is worth 1,000 words. I'm sure you heard that. So use engaging pictures. And now let's say, and also when you want to show, suppose in one slide, you want to talk about 3-4 points. For example, what I would do, if there are 3-4 points I want to discuss, I would make 3-4 slides, not 3-4 points in the same slide. Or even if I want to show the 3-4 slides in the same, 3-4 points in the same slide, I would do it pictorially. Also, what I'll do is I will leave a little suspense. Okay, when I show the PowerPoint, I use little suspense. What I'll do is I'll not show all the points at once. I'll tell the number game. Okay, for example, I say today I'll teach you example three simple methods. So I'll tell the number game. But when I reveal it to them, I reveal it 1 point at a time. Show each point when required to hold the audience's curiosity. So if you place everything there, let me tell you the biggest mistake speakers do. Suppose there are 5 points. If you want to show all the 5 points on the same slide, you put all the five points there, right? And then your first point, you start explaining. You know what the audience do? Once they understand the first point, you still keep talking about the first point, but they start reading the second one. They start reading the third one. Agree? So indirectly, what you're doing is you're disconnecting them from you. You talk about the first point, but second, third, fourth points are visible to them. So they start reading them. And that's what we do, by the way. Agree, friends? Type yes. Isn't it? So why do you want them? See, if you want talking about point one, let them listen to point one. Why do you want them to disconnect from you and read point two, point three, point four? So please leave a little suspense, friends. Show each point only when required to hold the audience's curiosity, right? And most important is images, friends. Images tend to catch people's attention and they make your message very, very powerful. So please make sure, let me tell you the basic rule of powerful PowerPoint. When you take a slide, you want to discuss some points. Suppose you're talking on a topic called how to reduce stress. Any topic, how to reduce stress or how to improve your memory, any topic is fine. When talking on the topic, the first rule is when you take a slide, the slide should have one main picture and a very few words about that point. And the rest you will start speaking. Audience are there to listen to you, my friends, not to read your document, right? So if there are 3 points you want to discuss about how to reduce stress, suppose 3 points to reduce stress. Number 1, meditation. Example, okay? How to reduce the stress. Number 1 is meditation. Number 2, listen to music. Number 3, do yoga. Just example, okay? So meditation, music, yoga. That's what you want to tell them. So the first slide will have a big picture of someone doing meditation. And you will write only one word there, meditation. And the rest you will start speaking. You'll talk about part 1, part 2, part 3. Remember the research, why meditation is so important, or your personal experience, or it can be some special attraction. You will talk about it. If you want to talk about it for a long time, make more slides about meditation. Right? If you want to talk about meditation, if you want to talk about the brain waves, then the next slide should be meditation again, and you'll put some picture about brain waves there and start speaking. The basic idea, friends, is little words on the slide, big picture, and the rest you speak. That's how it should be. Never use the whole sentence if not required. The only exception to this is quotations. When you want to quote someone, because quotations, you have to use it exactly the same way. So suppose if I want to say a quote about Mahatma Gandhi, I can put the entire quote on the slide. Now that's the only exception. Other than that, avoid sentences as far as possible, right? And when it comes to images, friends, you have to understand what images to use. A lot of research went on as to which PowerPoint grabs attention better, which kind of images grab attention better. So let's look at the top 5 attention grabbers. Make a note of them. When you use images, what images should you use? Let's look at the top 5 attention grabbers. The first one, in the first rank, we have 2 things. 1, write down famous faces. When you use a presentation, when you use a slide, when you try to put an image there, the first option, try to use famous faces. Look at the slide now, like that. We have some real heroes there, some real heroes there. So one thing you can put as image is a famous face. That's always number 1 attention grabber. You know why? Imagine I put a slide and Amitabh Bachchan there. People would look at that, agree? So one way of attention grabbing with the image, the first rank goes to famous faces. First rank also goes to girls and women. You know why, right? Girls are pretty. Okay, women are attention grabbers. Good. So if you want to use the image, which image to use, my friends? First attention grabber is famous faces or girls or women. So you can use that as an attention grabber. But strictly, friends, strictly remember this. When you use women or famous faces as attention grabber, strictly no skin show, please. Right? Let your presentation look as decent as you look. Strictly no skin show. When you use women or girls or famous celebrities, make sure they're dressed appropriately when you put them on the slide. Right? The second rank goes to cute little kids. The second attention grabber, when you want to use a presentation, what image to use? Second rank goes to three categories. The first category is cute little kids, and you know why. Look at the slide. Right? Good. So cute little kids, they always grab attention. Whether they smile, they cry, they still look beautiful. Agree? So that's the second attention grabber, cute kids. Second rank also goes to GIF. You know what GIFs are? GIFs are basically the animated cartoons. These are GIFs. For example, Arun sir showed a slide to us. In that, remember there's one particular slide where there's a woman and her hair is like, having that animation, right? So that's a GIF. Okay, so GIFs, again, grab attention of the audience. Second rank also goes to clip art. Clip art are nothing but the cartoons. Okay, the ones with their animated cartoons are GIFs. Without animation, they're called clip art. Even these grab attention because every one of us, whether irrespective of your age, we all have a child inside us. Agree? And as children, we love cartoons. So clip art also places second rank. So for example, if you look at this public speaking course, this entire program I'm doing, I'm using this theme. If you have observed this, right from the beginning till now, every slide I'm using the theme of clip art or GIF. So that's the theme I chose. So generally, when you make a PowerPoint, friends, if there are 20 slides, try to use the same theme. If you're using clip art, let clip art be there all through the theme. Nothing wrong in changing the theme, but try to stick to one theme. It makes more decent to look at. Okay, so first rank, famous people, you can put these faces or girls or women. The second rank goes to cute little kids, or it can be GIFs or clip art. Third rank goes to Emmy food. You know why, especially if you're a food lover, you know why. Okay, the third attention grabber, psychologically for people to look at your slide, you can put some food there if appropriate. Or the third rank also goes to money or luxury, like this. Look at the slide. So money, luxury, food, those come under third place when it comes to attention grabbing. The fourth place, friends, goes to people in general. My dear boys, we come here, right? Girls occupy the first place, and boys, if you want to use the boys' pictures or men picture, they are the fourth attention grabbers, right? So people in general are the fourth attention grabber. In the fourth place, we also have nature. Even nature is a good attention grabber. So that's the fourth attention grabber. Also in the fourth place, we have, in the fifth place, we have colors. In the fifth place, we have colors. So you know why? Because colors, friends, understand this, that colors create emotion. Do you know that? So colors can be one good attention grabber. That's the fifth place. Also in the fifth place, we have technology. Gadgets. You put gadgets, even that can be attention grabbing for people these days. So these are the 5 attention grabbers, my friends. So to sum it up, I repeat again, famous people, girls and ladies and women in the first place. Second place, cute little kids, clip art or GIFs. In the third place, we have yummy food or money and luxury. In the fourth place, okay, friends, are you making note of everything? Just please yes in the type yes in the chat box. Did you make a note of them? Good. Right. So in the fourth place, we have nature or we have people in general. Okay, I'll slow down. And in the fifth place, we have colors or technology, right? So good. So these are the 5 attention grabbers, friends. Now, when you use images, friends, I want you to remember this important point, that do not use images which have copyright on them. Luckily, in our country, rules are not so stringent, but in many countries, if you use pictures which are copyrighted, they can sue you in the court, right? So try to avoid using images which have copyright. Also try to avoid images which don't have good quality. The blurred images, the images when you make them big, you know how it looks like, right? It looks so dizzy. So use high quality HD pictures which are not copyrighted. Okay, so for example, look at this. Look at this slide. Can you see that this is Shutterstock on her face? Can you see that, friends? Can you see that image? There's something called on the old lady there, that's called Dreams Time. And yeah, the watermark, right? So these are copyrighted images. I see many speakers using such images on the slides, which is a strict no. And there are some images which may not have the watermark, but still they have copyright issues. So what I would suggest, my friends, if you want to know where you get images which have no copyright issues, then please make a note of them. There are two websites you can always use. The first one is called Pixabay. Please make a note of it. Pixabay. Pixabay. Pixabay.com. Look at the slide. So that's how it opens. Okay, when you click on pixabay.com, you get that search bar there. You can just type whatever you want to type, and you can get images which are completely royalty free and which have high quality. So I would strongly recommend, friends, don't pick up images from Google. Some of them have copyright issues. So always go for pixabay.com, or there's one more website. Please make a note of it. It's called pexels.com. 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 When you open the website, it looks like that. Okay. So pexels.com. So these two websites, friends, they have good images, high quality images, and the best part is they have no copyright issues. So prefer to use images from these two websites so that, okay, right on the chat box, I'll do it. Okay, pixabay.com and pexels.com. Can you all see it, friends? Pixabay.com, pexels.com. So always try to use images from here, because these are good quality pictures and they have no copyright issues, friends. Right? And there's one another mistake which many people do when they use images. They drag it like this. Look at me. Okay, so what is, they take image, and I'll open a PowerPoint and I'll make a PowerPoint along with you so it'll make more sense to you. Give me just 1 second. Okay, can you all see the slide, friends? The recording appears to be paused on YouTube. No, sir, I think it's happening. It's still showing us live. Okay, good. So friends, now look at the slide. When you open a PowerPoint, okay, this is Office 365 I'm using right now. Look at the slide. Now, when you open the slide, it looks like this, right? The empty slide, you'll say click to add title, you click to add subtitle. First rule, select both of them and remove them. Okay. Do not use the normal templates. Do not use the normal design templates or the normal stuff available there, because that's how everybody else does. So I want you to be different. I want you to be more creative. So let's always start with a blank screen and we'll use our creativity into it, right? So friends, when you make a PPT, I'll just show you how to make a PPT now. We'll take some topic. Let's take a topic called, example, time management. Okay, any topic is fine. So what we'll do is, should we need to mention the picture courtesy from where we got that image? Arjit, we don't have to mention it if it's from pixabay.com or pexels.com, right? Because those people, okay, let me show you. New share. Okay. Can you see my Google, my new tab? Okay. Pixabay.com. Can you see it, friends? I opened pixabay.com. Just type yes. Okay, good. So now let's say I want to make a presentation on time management. So I'll type here time. Okay, let's say clock. We need a clock. Okay, so we open this. So look at it carefully, friends. When you open pixabay.com, with the first row, we'll have some pictures here, right? Don't touch them. I repeat, can you see the pictures there on the top? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the top layer, don't even touch them. From here onwards, friends, from here, every picture is completely free. Only the top layer, the first row of pictures, you have to pay if you want to use them, right? With the price coupon, yes. But other than that, from here onwards, friends, from here, every picture is absolutely free of cost for us. So for example, now one more mistake most people do when they use an image. Suppose if I want to use this image, look at the slide now, look at this. If I want to use this image, the biggest mistake you can do is you can right click, you can copy image and paste it in your PPT. If you do that, that's a mistake. I'll tell you why. The quality of the picture is not sufficient if you do that way. What you should do is, if you like this picture, then click on this. It will open in a bigger format. Okay, only then you right click and copy image and paste it in your PowerPoint. Am I making sense? Did you understand, friends? Right, so do not copy the small image. Click on it, let it come as a big image, only then right click, copy and paste it into your PowerPoint. Can you all see my PowerPoint now? Type yes, please. No? Okay, 1 second. Okay, PowerPoint. Okay, fine. Now you can see it, right? Okay, PowerPoint. So I pasted it into my PowerPoint, right? And here the biggest mistake, friends, whenever you see, if you look at my slide now, my slide, the entire slide is not occupied with the picture. So some people, what they do is they drag it like this. They hold it like this, they drag it like this, and they hold it, they drag it, and this is a blunder. Can you see the clock expanded? Now that's not how you do it. How you do it is always hold the corner and drag it like this. It proportionately grows. Always hold the corners and drag it. Right? Now you might ask me what I have, this little white space left here, white space left here. Right? So what you can do is you can take it to the middle, and on the right white space, right click, go to format background and make it black. Right? Then look at the slideshow. This is how it looks. It looks so decent. Making sense, friends? So whenever you use the image, this is how we use the image. Take a high quality image, paste it, drag it using the corners. Don't drag it using the sides, okay? Okay, always use the corner and diagonally drag it. It will increase proportionately. And then if the white space is left out, don't worry about that white space. All you have to do is you can make the background black. It looks so very decent. Okay, and okay, 1 second. Okay, now when you want to write text, so what you do is, will this improve the aspect ratio? Yes, sir, it will. Okay, now friends, now you go to insert. So basically 3 things we use often on the PowerPoint. 3 things to make your PowerPoint look beautiful and powerful. You use the insert tab and use the animation and transition. Insert, transition, animation. These 3 we use the max. Now go to insert, you'll go to text box, right? And let's say time management. Okay. Now another blunder which many people do unknowingly is they do not look into the font size. Okay. My dear friends, understand this, that if it's just visible to you, that's not the right PPT. If it has to be visible to the person in the auditorium sitting in the last row. So the size of the letters really matter. For example, some of you made PPTs. Please go back and look at the letters you used. Some of the letters are so small that audience cannot read from long distance. You might say, I'm using an online session, so it's just a laptop and you all can see it easily. No. Why? Because imagine this, friends. What if tomorrow you want to give the same topic on the stage? Do you want to make a different PPT again? No, right? So once you make a PPT, always ensure the letters are of good size. For example, look at time management here. I use 54. At least 40 would do. Okay. Minimum 40 size, so that people can read it. Making sense, friends? Also, when you use whenever you use text to text, remember this important point. If it's a dark background, can you see the dark background there? Then the color should always be light, like that. If you're using a dark background, light color letters. If you're using a light background, then it's always dark color, right? So that's the formula. You know, these small things, if you ignore, people cannot read your text. In case, suppose you keep it here and you see that you cannot use, you don't know which color to use. Then the best option you do is go to shape format. Okay, the best thing you can do is you can go to shape format and fill it up with some color. Absolutely no worries at all. Okay, and remember, friends, the opening slide should always be stunning. Stunning man is stunning. You can't just take some plain. You can't just do this. Okay, let me show you. You can't just do this. Time management by Satish. Okay, and some clock. This is how some people, you must have seen PowerPoints like this. Nothing wrong, but not stunning. Okay, see the difference? Okay, friends, so make sure that when you make a PowerPoint, the picture should be big enough. Use the entire slide, make the picture really big, and then use only just 1 or 2 words. Not just for the opening slide. Any slide you make, use a minimum words, and the rest you speak, friends. Do not write bullet points. Don't write so many stuff in that, and then don't read it and explain it to audience. Believe me, audience will hate you for that. It's like you write there. Okay, let's say for example you write the first point. Friends, always make a plan and then work on the plan so that you will use your time effectively the whole day. Read that whole sentence and then you say, friends, you should first make a plan and then you should execute the plan. The audience will feel, I already understood when you read that. Why are you explaining it again to me? Correct? If you want to say, make a plan, that's the first point you want to mention. What you'll do is, okay, let's go back to Pixabay. 1 second. Okay, by the way, friends, I want to observe one thing here. Everyone, look at this. Look at can you see the Pixabay right now? Okay, in the Pixabay, look at the right side, friends. You have something called free download here. Below free download, there's written Pixabay license. In Pixabay license, if you read that, here it's written free for commercial use, no attribution required. Do you see that? It clearly says for this image, it's free for commercial use and there's no attribution required. That is why Pixabay is the best option. You don't have to attribute to it and you don't have to use it. You can use for commercial use also, right? So let's say now I want to talk to the people. My first point is I want to tell them that you need to plan. I told the word plan here in the Pixabay and I got some images. Don't use the first row as I mentioned. Let's go to the second row and let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can take something that looks good. So all these images, friends, you see here, all these images are absolutely free of cost and they have high quality images, right? So let's say, example, I like this picture, example, okay? Or I like this picture. I clicked on it. So click on it, always click on it, make it big, then copy, and then you paste it into your PowerPoint. Okay, so paste it here. Okay, and again, if you observe, once you paste it, if you observe, 1 second. Okay, if you observe that again, the white space left here, so what you do is drag it using the corners. Always drag it using the corners. And the white space left out here. So what you do is very simple. Right click, format background, make it black. So if you make a slideshow, it looks like this. It looks so decent, right? The only what I'll do is I'll go to insert. I'll go to text box. And I'll type here, make a plan. Okay. So the plan is the main word there, right? So what I would do is I would rather highlight it. Can you see it? That's my next slide. And the rest I will speak, my friends. Why am I here? So use one stunning picture, write the main word there, and the rest you speak. And making sense, that's how you make PowerPoint, friends. Clear? So which image to use? Can we use different font styles? Yes, sir, we can use different font styles. Okay, Priya, yes, we can use different font styles. Yes, the only request is do not use more than 2 fonts in one slide. That's a basic rule. Suppose, let's say, look at this plan. I can change the plan font. I can use, let's see, I can use stencil. Example, stencil is one font. Plan, make a plan. Okay. Clear? So I use 2 fonts here. Make A is Calibri font and plan is stencil font. So you can use 2 different fonts like this, but my request is don't use more than 2 fonts. If it's like using too many fonts, it will be like, you know, not so good appearing to the eye. So make a plan. See, and use the color property. See, the plan is the main word there. So I made the plan highlighted with yellow color at the background. Make sense? So like that, my friends, whenever you make a PowerPoint, the basic rule is use a very appropriate picture. Plus, use little words on the slide, and the rest you keep speaking. If you want, suppose, for example, let's see how other people make their PowerPoints, and let's see how we should avoid that. You know how people write? Okay. Steps to improve time management. Step 1, make a plan. Step 2, prioritize. Step 3, take action. Okay, this is how some people make their PPT. Or maybe they would use 1 or 2 images here and there. But my dear friends, this is called the old stereotype traditional way of making a PPT. And if you show like this and say, friends, today I'll teach you steps to improve your time management. And let's say if I talk about make a plan, I keep talking about make a plan, but you look at the prioritize, you look at take action. And there's no suspense and you understood everything and you feel like, yeah, let me sleep for some time. So you are disconnecting them, correct? So my point is, if this is the same thing which I want to portray, I will tell you how I make my slides. The first slide, I would put one slide for, you know, steps improve time management. That single point I'll put as a single slide. Okay, let's show like this. Okay, so steps. Okay, 1 second. Let's go back to 1 second. So let's go back to Pixabay again and type here steps. Okay, so this is nice. So we'll take some steps. Anything that's appealing for you is fine. Okay. Okay, I like this. Copy image. I'll go back to my PowerPoint and I'll place it here. Right? Now send it to back, okay? You know how to send it to back, right? Because the text box should be visible. So you have to just select the image and send it to back so that the text comes to the front. That part you know, right? Right, so then you have to just maximize it using the corners. Always use the corners, friends, always use the corners. Okay, and if some white space is left out, just format it to black color, right? So now steps to improve time management. So now the font is not visible to people sitting at the last. So try to make it, like you have enough space there. So make it as big as possible. Steps to improve time management. So steps to improve, I'll put it in green. Time management, I'll put it in maybe yellow or red. Now look at this slide. So my dear friends, good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing steps to improve time management. Correct? And what I'll do is, one second. Pardon, sir, should we ensure that the words don't appear on the steps? I didn't get your question, sir. To ensure the words don't appear on the steps. Okay, and let's say, for example, you want to discuss about 3 steps. Okay, what I would do is I write here 1, 2, and 3. So I want to talk about 3 steps. Just make the font bigger, okay? Friends, today we'll be discussing 3 simple steps on how to improve time management. Clear, friends? So the audience will have clarity. Okay, fine. So this is what I'm going to learn today. Look at the difference between this and this. And then what I'll do is, I would say, I'll come here, I'll insert a text box, and I would say, step 1. You see this, it's like a dark background, dark won't go hand in hand. So I'll make it yellow or some other color. So maybe step 1. Can you see the slide? Exactly. So my slide looks like this. Steps to improve time management. We're going to talk 3 steps today, friends. Step 1 is make a plan, and then I'll discuss about make a plan. Then I'll make the next slide, and then I'll go to step 2 and step 3 like that. Let's say step 2 is prioritize, right? We'll make this presentation today. So let's again go back to Pixabay. Thank you, Pixabay. It's helping us so much. So here you write prioritize. And let's see what pictures come up. So for prioritizing, we don't have much pictures here. Okay, how do you use animated GIFs in your actual slides? Okay, so the animated GIFs, Radha, is what we'll do is, we will see the animated GIFs. Unfortunately, we don't have it on Pixabay or Pexels. Okay, so if you want to use GIFs, the only place we have available right this moment is Google. Okay, so for example, I want to say prioritize, and then type GIF at the end, and then go to images. So you'll have the images here, and always go for animated GIF. Okay, right. So for example, let's say I like this GIF. You click on this, always click on it. Okay, the next slide comes. I mean, it opens in a full swing. Then right click, copy, and go to your PPT and paste it there. And for example, let me show you the current PPT I'm using. Okay, so when I use a GIF like this, when you paste it here, the GIF, this how it goes. So when you click, when you make the slideshow happen, the GIF happens. Okay, makes sense? That's how we use GIF, Radha. Can we change the color of the fonts instead of highlighting the text? Yes, sir, we can do it, Ajit. Okay, instead of highlighting it, you can always change the colors. You can always, instead of highlighting it, you can remove the highlight, no color, and then maybe you can use some color that suits it. Any color that you think suits it. But make sure the color is dark if the background is light. Like that, okay? You can highlight it or you can use different colors, it's up to you. But the only rule is it should be clearly visible. That's the whole idea. Look at it from the audience perspective. Can they read my slide? can they clearly read each word I mentioned there, is what you got to keep asking yourself all the time. Don't use red at all, not necessary, sir. You can always use red, because red is a symbol not just for danger, it's a symbol for passion, right? So you can always use red, nothing wrong with using red. The only thing is, do not overdo the color. For example, when I say make a plan here, I can use a red color like this. So nothing wrong with using red like that, sir. Correct. Right? So now, so to sum it up, friends, what we're trying to talk here, the first rule is, when you make a powerful PowerPoint, rule 1, when you make a slide, it should have a stunning picture, right? And the picture should not be in one corner. You must use a full picture like this. Try to use the full slide, use one picture, and then use as little words as possible, and make the words font, increase the size of the letters and make it visible very clearly. And make sure that you write minimum words, and you can use, when you use words, try to use different colors. Don't just write everything in black, right? Use colors appropriately and do it. So if you look at, for example, let me show you how I did it in our PPTs. So 1 second, friends. For example, let me show you a PPT which I made for students. Okay. Okay, can you see the slide? Type yes, please. Okay, so this is a slide which I made for students, the top secrets of the smart students, right? So I made this slide, and then I used one full picture here, and I just put only one word there, smart student recipe. So I built a program for students, how to study effectively for their examinations without getting stressed out. And that program is called the Smart Student Recipe. So if you look at the slide, I used only one single picture. I used a full screen, and I used font which is visible. And because the background is black, I used white color text. So it's easily readable. And then I used only one single picture. And here I'm going to talk about brain. I didn't even use even a single word here, but that picture is enough for me to talk to you for 2 minutes on this slide, right? And then we talked about, and I tell my students that your brain has basically got two parts. So I divide it with the dotted line there. And so I say left and right. Okay. So now if you observe, the brain is the main highlighting area which my audience want to see. So that's why I put a big ball for brain there and a small body there. Okay. Right. So, and it, for example, look at this slide. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Okay, friends, basically, I found that there are 7 major problems students face when it comes to educational examination. So when I mentioned this, I put one picture there of one girl. She's not very happy reading. Can you see that? So and that's this apt picture for talking about 7 problems students are facing today when it comes to educational examination. And because it's problems, I put everything in red there, right? And I call them the 7 major stress points. So this is what I found, friends. In the last 20 years, as I kept traveling to so many cities, conducting inspiring seminars and workshops for schools and colleges, I really found that there are 7 problems students are facing today. And the first problem is they forget. Did you see this? One single picture, which is having high quality, and then only one word, forget. And then the rest I will talk. You know what I tell the audience? I'll tell them, friends, a lot of people are facing this problem today. A lot of students don't know how to take information to the long-term memory. They study, but then they forget. Do you have this problem? Now, whatever I spoke now, don't write it on the slide there. I could write it, right? I can write it. I can write, many students are facing this problem of forgetting. So they don't know how to take information to long-term memory. So do you have this problem? I can type this whole thing as a paragraph there. I can read it. But that way, you are not being a speaker. You're only making a document and reading it for them. Clear, friends? Type clear. Now, the second slide, okay, the second problem students face is lack of concentration. right? Look at the slides. I mean, one major picture that depicts the topic and the rest we speak. The third problem, lack of interest. The fourth problem, lack of confidence. Fifth, and by the way, I'm going to talk in detail about it, okay? The fifth problem, anger. The sixth problem, attraction to distraction. I put so many pictures in this because I want to show them there are a lot of distractions. That's why. In this slide, we use so many pictures instead of one picture just to show them the power of distraction, right? Otherwise, we use only one picture, and that's exam fever. Did you all understand how to make a PowerPoint, friends? Powerfully type yes, please. Good. Now, okay, let's now, okay, clear that I did this mistake today by mentioning a lot of words in the slides. Exactly, sir. Arun, sir, yes. Okay, that is the only thing, okay? So the good thing about, sir, can you kindly, Arun, sir, I'll just give you the access again. Yeah, can you kindly share your slide again, sir, Arun, sir? Let's discuss now what could be done better, what went well. Please share your PowerPoint, sir. Okay, animated GIFs, will you have a copyright issue? Yes, Radha, we will have copyright issues with animated GIFs. So that's why we will try and search in the Google for free, royalty-free animated GIFs. That's how we type in the Google, Radha. Try to find royalty-free animated GIFs. That's how you search so that you will not be in trouble. Okay, so friends, let's quickly see what Arun sir did right and what went wrong, okay? So the first slide is definitely stunning because you used a good picture and use little words there. And that's how the opening slide should look like, friends. It should be stunning, okay? One major picture and then the little words there to mention. So this slide is perfect, sir. Next slide, please. Even this is very nice. He used GIF there and that's very, very nice. The only request, sir, is this. Can you see the second picture, the yellow one? It's written there, this photo by unknown author is licensed under CC BY-5A something. Can you see that, friends? Can you see it written here? Yes, that part. It clearly says this photo is by unknown author is licensed under so-and-so. So that picture, we shouldn't be using it, sir. Okay, because it's there, we shouldn't be using it. Right? And if you look at this slide, friends, the only thing that need to be improved here is the bottom line. So please go back to previous slide once again, sir. Yeah. See, friends, if you observe here, he wrote 1 in 10 out of you listening to this session have a chance of fits or seizure if you do not keep your brain healthy. Now that sentence, sir, is not visible. If you're on the stage, even if using a projector, if it's on the slide there, people cannot read it and they strain their eyes to read it. So that font is not allowed, sir. Would you mind about your mental fitness? That's a perfect font. That's a perfect size, right? Friends, are you understanding? Type yes, please. So the GIF you used is definitely eye-catchy, sir. Thank you for using the GIF, but the size should be increased, okay? The font size should be increased. Next slide, please. Okay, in this slide, the good thing about Arun sir, what he did in each slide is, on the left side, he used one major picture. Did you see that? Yes, on the left side of each slide, he used one big picture. Now that's a good attention grabber. On the right side, he wrote his text. But the only mistake he did is he wrote so much on the text there that people wouldn't be interested to read all that. And even if he's reading the whole thing, they wouldn't be interested to pay attention for that long. So what you must do, Arun sir, is next time when you make this slide, that image should be full screen. And if there are 2 points you want to talk about, so you said 2 amazing facts about your brain, right? There are 2 facts there. What I would do, sir, I would make 2 different slides. One slide for the first point, second slide for the second point. And I wouldn't write so much of content. I would only write just one. See, for example, the first point, I will write storage capacity is equal to 2500 TB. That's the only thing I'll write on the slide. And everything else I will talk. And in the second point, I would just type in the slide that, okay, the second slide, I would just only type one keyword, and that is i7 10th processor with 8 GB RAM. That's it. i7 10 processor with 8 GB RAM is the only thing I will write on the slide, and with a great picture, everything else I will talk. Did you all understand, friends? Now, this feedback is not just for Arun, it's for everyone. Did you understand? Type yes, please. Right? So that is how you make PPT, friends. 1 mega picture, few words, and the rest you speak. And one more point, friends. In these two slides, I will have one common heading on the top. Amazing facts about our brain. That's a common heading I'll have for both the slides. So audience will know I'm still speaking about the same topic. For example, let me show you 1 second, sir. You can just stop your share screening once. Okay, thank you, sir. I'll just show you how I used it when we talked about introduction. Let me show you once. Okay. Right. Did you see this? For example, when I made this slide, okay, lesson 1 is 2 objectives, how to introduce. I said the first objective is grab the attention. Second objective is take the audience from A to B, right? So here, I want to especially show you this one, learn to unlearn. Remember I talked about 7 things you should not be doing? Did you remember, friends? How to introduce, you shouldn't do 7 things you shouldn't be doing. The first one is you shouldn't start with my name is, correct? Correct. So if you observe this same topic, I'm talking about the second point. So the main heading doesn't change there. Can you see that? Learn to unlearn will stay there. What to learn to unlearn? Number 1 is my name is. Number 2 is insisting response. But the main theme is still there. Learn to unlearn is still there on every slide. You see this? Learn to unlearn. It's common everywhere because that gives the audience clarity. Okay, I'm still learning about this same topic. So the 5th point is you should not apologize to them, and still learn to unlearn is there. Then the 6th point, and then the 7th point. For all the 7 points, the learn to unlearn is a common heading we have there. Correct? So, and look at the font size I used. Look at the letter size. Each letter is easily readable. Agree? Of course, the theme I used part. I used cartoons basically. But look at the size of the letters. Each letter you have the size which is easily readable. Correct? Why, friends? Please, why? Understand why it's important you don't read everything and you keep talking. Look at the average attention span, friends. As per the statistics of Brain Research Institute, in 2000, year 2000, our average span is only 12 seconds. And in 2015, it has dropped down to 8 seconds. The goldfish span is 9 seconds. You know the goldfish? The goldfish, it goes like this, take a turn, goes, take a turn, take a turn, take a turn, goes like that. Okay. So that's the attention span is so less. It's only 9 seconds. Correct? So if 9 seconds is goldfish, we have dropped below that. Our attention span has drastically come down. So now if you start reading the whole sentence there, you lost your audience. Clear? Good. So that is why you look at any slide of mine. Okay. You look at, okay, 1 second. All right, my PPT, where am I? Suppose, for example, last week we learned about overcoming stage fear, correct? Let's see what I did here in this. So, overcoming stage fear, and I use chopping on the ice. Just let me know if anything is not visible to be read. Okay, so we talked about glossophobia and preparation. So I just mentioned that preparation is as the first point. I said the 5P formula. I said preparation is the first point. I used preparation there. I used thorough preparation of the battle 1, and I used the 5 cluster method, which you already know. Look at it, friends. You know, I didn't use much to write on the slide. Did you see any sentences there? 3-4 points, bullet points. You'll never see like that. You will see one main theme called practice there, and images that support it, and one central point. Repetition is the mother of skill. Okay, and start with a bang. Okay, so, and then PowerPoint. If you observe anything we are writing here, if you observe anything, it's only a few sentences there, and those are clearly visible to be read. Correct? So what we see is what we do. That's just one single sentence and everything I speak there. So like that, friends. Making sense? Type yes, please. So is it not necessary to image occupying in full in the slide? Radha, can you ask your question again? Can you unmute and speak?
Sir, my question is that the image is not necessary to be maximized in the whole slide.
Right. See, the point is, it depends upon what you're trying to speak, Radha. For example, okay, see, the idea is simple. Suppose you look at this slide, for example. Look at this slide. Okay. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images here. Because the context says, I want to say that in learning any skill, repetition is a mother. So I used 4 or 5 images to show 4 or 5 different skills. Correct? So if the situation demands you to use more pictures like that, only then you use more pictures. Otherwise, as we are making the time management, this is how we do it. We always try to use one central picture. Okay, try to use only one central picture as far as practically possible. Only when it demands you to use more pictures, then you use more pictures, and generally we don't. Clear?
Clear.
Right. So now you may ask me, why do you write so much on this slide? It's because it's a recap. It's a summary slide. That's why. When you first talk about them, this is a mistake speakers do. If they want to talk about 12 methods, they put everything like this and then they start explaining each of them. Now that's a wrong method. If I put this slide first and I say, so first method, friends, is involve, you never have suspense to know what the rest of them are. And even before I start talking about involve, you would read all the 12 and you would lose me and I would lose you. So if you look at how I made it, I used only one point in one slide like this. And my dear friends, always the font size, the person sitting in the last row should be able to read it without straining their eyes. Clear? Type clear, please. Okay, sir. Okay, Arun sir, can you come back with your PPT, please? Arun sir, you can show your PPT. Right. Yes. So this again is, the image is good. There are 4 points. You should make 4 different slides, sir. And for all the 4 slides, amazing facts about our brain should be the main heading that's continuing. Right? So amazing facts about our brain should be the main heading for all the 4 slides. And each point should be go to a different slide. And you use 4 different images for this, sir. And thanks to Pixabay and Pexels, we have enough images about the brain or anything you want for that matter. Next slide, please. Global research. Okay. Okay, 3, 4. 4. Again, so we'll make 4 slides and look at the size of the font, sir. The size should be global research. That should be size. And when you make 4 slides, friends, you should not write the whole sentence in each slide. You got it, right? Only the key point in that point should be written on the slide, and the rest of things you will have to actually make your picture compensated and you talk the rest. Next slide, sir. Yeah, 5 slides actually. Okay. Okay, interesting quotes and memory. So the 3 quotes you mentioned, sir, you used to 3 different slides, right? And only because they're quotes, only this you can use the full sentence. Yeah, this full sentence you can write on the slide because we're using a quotation there. That's the only exception. Yes, next slide, please. Okay, 3 golden techniques to increase your memory. Fantastic. See, look at this slide, friends. Okay, I like this slide because he used only one slide to just mention 3 golden techniques. So here he can talk. Today, friends, we'll learn 3 powerful techniques or 3 golden techniques to increase your memory power. And again, sir, what need to improve here is the size of the font. The 3 golden techniques to increase your memory: increase the font size. Also, what I would do, sir, 3 golden techniques. That part I would put it in yellow color, the rest in white color. Okay, right. And sir, please, previous slide, please. Yeah, friends, this is a learning for all. Again, this photo, if you observe below, there's written this photo by unknown author is licensed under so and so. Such images should not be used, friends. Okay, that's a clear indication that image is under copyright. Okay, next slide, sir. Okay. Friends, what is the mistake here? Can someone type in the chat, please? What is the mistake here? Type your chat. What can be improved in this? Exactly. Small font. That is the only issue, right? Small font. So do you understand, friends? The font size is a problem. So the 3 golden techniques, if the 3 techniques, what you should do, Arun sir, you should make 3 different slides for them. So first technique in first slide, second in second, third in third, right? And only you will type in the slide, focus, attention, structure, and organize is what you will type. The remaining you will talk. The second slide, you use mnemonics is what you will type, and the rest you will talk. Third slide, you write, visualize, elaborate, and rehearse. The remaining you will talk. I'm making it clear to everyone, friends. Type clear, please. Good. Next slide, sir. This again is not visible, sir. We need to work on that. Next. Okay. This is very, very impressive because it's clearly visible and it can be readable and it's very, very apt. So this slide has no corrections whatsoever. The only thing you have to check is, sir, that Mathematica, that one. If you don't want to show that, you can remove it. Friends, can someone tell me how to remove that? Unmute and speak. If you crop it, that's a good option, Arjit. But if you crop it, see the whole picture is in a rectangle box, right? In a black rectangle box. If you crop it, that theme will be disturbed. What else can be done?
A white plain box can be inserted for removing it.
Perfect. Go to insert and go to shapes and take a white rectangle box, paste it. Paste it on that and make it white. Did you understand, friends? Type yes. Okay, good. So that's how we remove it if it's not required. Yeah, next slide, sir. Okay, this again, sir, is not visible. That we need to go. And actually, this you should not write it, sir. This you will explain it to them. You shouldn't write it there. Okay, good. Next slide. Okay, summarizing. Again, summarizing, it's a nice way of summarizing it, but again, the font size should be taken care of, sir. Okay, other than that, it's good.
Is this good?
That is very nice. The size, it's always size, sir. Okay. The question is, can we read it? The answer is no. From a far distance, absolutely no. So the font size should be taken care of, sir. Otherwise, it's nice. Yeah. So this again, if you look at, friends, thank you, sir. Thank you for bringing these 2 images. Nice lesson to learn here. Vishwanath Anand, friends, what sir did is he dragged it like this. Can you see him? Can you see that? The image is dragged like this. That's why he looks, he looks expanded. Correct. So the image should not be dragged like that. And Shakuntala Devi's image is not clear. It looks blurry. Correct?
Understand.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for bringing these 2 images for them to learn. So they don't drag it like this and the image should be more clear. So when you go to Google and search for images, friends, if you're using Google, you can type Shakuntala Devi HD image is what you will type in the Google. Then you'll get better pictures about her. Or you can use Vidya Balan. Just kidding. Okay. Right. So,
and should we end with thanks last?
This last year, thank you. Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Vishwanath Anand, the font, sir, Vishwanath Anand, chess grandmaster. This game requires elephant's memory to be a grandmaster. Above. Yeah, that again, the font is an issue, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know, though I'm mentioning it so many times, there's only one mistake you did in the whole thing, sir. That's just, you know, the font size, nothing else. Okay, the remaining you can always work on quickly. Next slide, sir. That's it. Okay, good. So the thank you slide is an optional slide, friends. It's okay if you have it, it's okay if you don't have it. Especially you use thank you slide if you want to give your phone number to them. If you want your audience to give you, I mean, if you want to give your number to the audience, then you can put your number and put a thank you there. Right? I think Parimal, can you share your slideshow once? There are a few corrections we need to all to learn from that.
Yes, sir. Sir, it will take 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, fine. In the meantime, who else has shared it with me? Do you see the difference now, friends, as to how you made it and how it has to be done? See, the whole idea is we're trying to learn from the mistakes here. Nothing to feel offended about, okay? Good. So, okay. Radha, you initially made one PPT for time management. Remember the first one you sent to me? And then we both discussed over the phone. You made the second PPT. Can you share both of them with the audience? They'll get clarity. So before and after, that's how it works. So Radha,
No, I am asking that the first 5 out of 100, that one I need to share first.
Correct.
And then the next one, which I have prepared. Is it so?
Correct. Yeah. So friends, some of you know this, that Radha has presented a paper yesterday on team building. Right? That's her topic, team building. I think some of you have attended her session. She called me the other day and she sent me her PPT on team building. The first PPT she sent to me, she'll show it now. And then I told her the rules of PowerPoint, and then she made the second one. You can see the huge difference between both of them. So Radha, first share with us the initial PPT you made with your knowledge.
Yes, sir. Just a second. I will take
Sure.
a few seconds.
Okay,
Yeah.
can we use videos in between PPTs? Of course, you can use, Sir Arun, sir. We need to use actually. Okay, remember the pod 3. The pod 3 is 4 special attractions. One of them is apt videos. So you can always use the right videos, sir. And how to use videos, friends? Insert them into your PPT. Okay. Do you know hyperlinking, friends? Do you know hyperlinking? Okay, friends, look at this. This is the first PowerPoint she made on essentials of team building.
So is it visible or not?
Right now, it's a blank screen.
So it's something slideshow is an error, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay. Show it like this. Show it like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, friends. Can you see this? The first slide says essentials of team building. Then she wrote everything. She made a beautiful document. I'm sorry, Radha. I'm just, you know. So she made the document and she wrote everything there. Though she used one picture on the third slide, but there's a lot of content there. And even the fourth slide. Yeah. And the fourth slide, fifth slide. Go down, Radha. Yeah. Can you see that, friends? This is how most people make their PPTs.
So basically, in the professional platform, I have seen this kind of only PPTs. So I had that conception in mind, and that you clarified off eventually.
Right. So, yeah, it's other things. It's not your mistake, friends, because you have seen such things happening often. You again did the same thing, right?
Okay.
But now, Radha, show me the new one.
Just a second, sir. Give me a few seconds.
Sure.
Yeah, just a second.
Sure. So even I do technical presentations like this. Okay. Okay. So irrespective of which session, sir, audience need to get connected to your PPT. So yeah. So look at this, friends. The same presentation done in a different way. Essentials of team building. Emergence of team building concept. Yes. Yes. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, keep going.
Done, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, friends, what do you see the difference, friends? Actually, they both have the same content, right? When she speaks, they both have the same content, but there's a huge difference in the way we look at things. Agree, friends? So that's different between PowerPoint and a powerful PowerPoint. Picture speaks more than words. You're absolutely right.
So it was really a very much great task. It was not that easy to prepare the second PPT after all.
Obviously.
Thank you so much for guiding me.
You're always welcome. Right, friends? So this is the task for all of you. Now that you understood what not to do and what to do with your PPTs, we haven't completely learned the inside out of everything in PPT, but at least we understood the basics today. And there's one more thing you can do, friends. If you're using the latest version, okay, let me show you. Okay, friends. So for example, look at this slide. Okay, can you all see the slide? Okay, my boss used to tell we should be like a sculpture while preparing a PPT. Very true, sir. I repeat again, friends, PowerPoint is a great platform to express your creativity to the world. Okay. I repeat, it's a great platform for us to express our creativity to the world and make the audience hooked to us with mesmerizing slides and not the document. Okay. So look at this slide, friends. We use this slide to use time management. For example, there will be some occasions where I don't want to use this whole background. I didn't like it. I only want the clock there. So can someone quickly unmute and speak and tell me, how do you put only the clock from this image? I like the clock. I don't like anything else at the background. So I want to remove the background. How do you do it, friends? Can someone unmute and speak or type in the chat?
So maybe in Adobe Photoshop, you can crop it.
Oh, Adobe Photoshop, not everyone knows it. Okay, even I don't know it. I don't know how to use Photoshop. That's a different. Okay, Photoshop is a good option, but I mean, how many of you know how to do Photoshop, friends? How many of you know how to use Photoshop? Type me in the chat box. So that's the problem, right? So none of us knows how to use Adobe Photoshop. So what else can you do? I just want the clock there. I don't want anything else in the image. Some images we find in the Pixabay or Pexels, we like the image, but we don't want the background. We just only want the image. How do you take it? Snip and cut, how do you do it? So guide me, sir. Step by step, guide me. I'll do it right away in the slide. How to snip and crop the image, resize. So just guide me, sir. I mean, you can unmute and speak, sir. What to do first?
First, we have to use a snipper tool.
Where do you get it, sir?
In Start.
Pardon? Okay, Asha, you are going to a different tool altogether.
Yes.
No. We don't need to do anything else. The PowerPoint has the option. Okay, let me show you how we do it, friends. So, but this is again available in the latest version of PPT. That's why I asked you to take either 2019 PPT or Office 365 PPT, right? The latest version has got this wonderful option. You select the image. You have something called picture format here. Go here. And the first one you have is remove background. You click on this. Can you see that everything turned into pink? Whatever is pink in color will disappear, right? So, but we want the clock there, right? So what we have is, here we have two options. Can you see on the right side top here? Mark areas to keep, mark areas to remove. So go for mark areas to keep. So this we have to keep the clock. So just draw a line here, draw some line here, draw a line. Just keep drawing until you get everything you wanted. Okay, I want this. It will take a little while, but it's worth the effort. Okay, so just keep drawing the line. Right? I'm making sense, friends? So I'm just drawing the line, and the pink color will disappear. So the pink color will disappear. So I will draw the line so that I want everything of the clock. So the clock has almost come. Good. Okay. Now, but this will also come because it's not in pink color. So mark areas to remove. So I'll remove this one. I'll remove this. Remove this. I'll remove this whole thing. Yeah. Now only the clock is there. So click somewhere, you can only the clock. Can you see that? Okay, the format background, we actually made it black. Let's make the format background white. Okay, can you see this? I only had the clock now. The background is gone, right? But here, if you observe the small thing missing here, we can work on that. So again, go to picture format, remove background, mark areas to keep. This small line is missing here. I'll keep it here. Okay, this is missing. I'll keep it here. Done. Can you see this? Yeah, my clock is here without the background. Got it? So friends, for example, if you want to use some image and if you don't want the background, you can remove that comfortably using PowerPoint and use only the image. For example, okay, 1 second. Let me show you how I use it in our PowerPoints. 1 second. Can you see the slide? Yes. The top 5. This is okay. So look at this image. You will never get this image on Google, especially the heroes here. I took each hero's picture, I removed the background, and that's how I put them together. Like this single slide, I think took me more than 1 hour. I took each hero or each heroine's picture from the Google. I removed the background and I put them together like this. So the way we removed the background from the clock, I removed the background from each of them and put them together, right? Even the same is with these girls. I removed the backgrounds. Can you see it? If you observe closely, I removed the backgrounds. Yeah, correct. The Photoshop facility inside PowerPoint now, yes, it is. That's why please go with the latest PowerPoint version, friends. Yeah, because see, suppose one of the girls has got a background, it doesn't suit this occasion, right? So when I'm putting all the girls together, only one girl cannot have a good background because that will not go with the actual theme. So that's why I removed background for everyone and put everything together like that. Even the same applies here. I use different pictures of cute little kids. I removed the backgrounds and put them together. Yeah. Okay. How do you use the sparkling red color? That's a GIF. I went to Google and searched royalty-free numbers as GIF, and I found a lot of options. And this is one I like the most, and I put it here. Right. So that's how we do it. So friends, and you might ask me how I did this slide. How do we put those white lines in between? Again, you don't have to struggle about this. So let me show you a simple method of doing it. That is why I said, friends, you should always try to use the latest PowerPoint. One more option available here in PowerPoint. If you look at this slide here, so say for example, friends, I want to use 5 pictures. Okay. In one slide, we use only 1 picture, right? But we use only 1 picture in one slide. But look at this one. So this is actually why I use more slides, more pictures, because it goes with theme. I'm trying to say that use ME Foods. And so there's a lot of options available is what I want to show the audience. Making sense, friends? Though use only 1 picture per slide, but this slide deserves to have more pictures because there are a lot of examples as to how you can use ME Food. Correct. Again, same here, money, luxury. I use so many pictures here because it just gives you an idea as to what kind of pictures you can use. Is it available in 2019 version? Yes, Nandish, it's available in 2019 version also. You're talking about removing background? Yes, it is available. Okay, so let me show you how I made this slide. Actually, I didn't do anything. In Office 365, there's a beautiful option which I used. Okay, let me show you how we did it. This option we'll use when you want to use more than 1 picture in 1 slide and want to do it effectively. So I'll go to Insert, go to Picture. I already have a lot of pictures in my system. I'll take any 5. Okay, free pictures. Okay, all these are royalty free pictures, by the way. So let's say I select 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay, 5. Okay, I took 5 pictures. You can take 5 or less than 5. If you take more than 5, it can't do it. So friends, if you can see this, slide on the right side, there's this option available now called design ideas. Can you all see the type? Yes, please. The design ideas. Correct. So this facility is available in Office 365. When you put 5 pictures or 4 pictures, I mean more than 5 it can't accept. Up to 5 pictures, it shows you different options like this. So select one of them, and the slideshow. Wow, it's done. The 5 pictures are selected. They come like this. Clear? See? Thanks to Office 365. Correct. Okay, nice. Yeah. That is why I thought so, yeah, because, you know, image on one side, text on the other side. Nice, good. So like this, when you want to use more images, friends, just select the images and put them and go for Office design options and select anyone. Suppose we'll take some other design, okay? So design ideas. Okay, if you can select, it will show sort of options. Suppose this is one more idea, or this is one more idea. So you can pick up any one which you feel is nice, like this, right? But this option is used only when we use more pictures in one slide. But I told you, don't do that. Don't use many pictures in one slide unless necessary. Okay. Otherwise, we always go with the simple rule that one picture in one slide, big picture, small message. Say less words, big font, big picture, the rest we speak. That's how to make a wonderful PPT stand behind you, and they help you to visualize as visualizing support for the audience to help you make your message more clear and more authoritative. How did you get so much idea regarding designing of PPT? Okay, rather, if you're doing something for 20 years now, you don't have to be a genius, okay? Even if you're doing something for 20 long years, you will obviously learn it, right? I'm obsessed with public speaking. I'm obsessed with PowerPoint. So that's how I came to know this, right? So that's it for today, friends. We'll call it a day for today. I want you to take this learning, and next week, I want every one of you to make a wonderful PowerPoint. The topic, let's say, is how to reduce stress, okay? How to reduce stress. Let's take the topic, make a wonderful, creative PowerPoint. You know the rules now. Use the rules and come back next week and show your creativity to me. And remember, among all the slides, the opening slide should be the stunning one, okay? Make the opening more stunning and make the remaining slides with the rules I mentioned today. Next week, I'm looking forward to see your wonderful creative work. Make it colorful, make it creative, use big pictures, use less words, use big font, and make it wonderful. Done? If you understood everything we spoke about PowerPoint today, type a big yes in the chat box, please. Fantastic.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Super. Okay, friends, so see you next week again on Sunday at 11 a.m. sharp. I'm looking forward to look at your PPTs and your creativity. We'll look into that and we'll take it to the next level. Thank you. Have a great weekend and Happy New Year.